Fitness here. I'm back with another video. Today's gonna be a different kind of video, guys. I'm gonna be talking about cutting and bulking, and I'm just gonna be giving you guys simple tips that you guys can do for cutting and bulking just to help your diet. And these are just simple mistakes that I did when I first started getting into fitness, and what most people do for the first 5 or 6 months that they start into fitness, or just people that never tried to diet before. These are just simple steps that people can do, or people that can just avoid to help their diets become better. First thing I'm going to be talking about, guys, is cutting. I'm just going to be giving you guys simple tips. Just before the video starts, guys, I just want to say I'm not a professional. I don't have any I don't have any nutrition certification or anything. I'm just these are just simple things that I made mistakes on when I started fitness, and that people do these mistakes when they first start their first diet, or when they start working out. So like I said, I'm going to be starting off with cutting, and when people hear the word cutting, they just think about, just starving themselves. That's not the case, guys. Basically what cutting is basically just taking the food that you eat right now and just bringing it to a different level, to a lower level. So it just means that basically eating a smaller portion of the food that you eat. So for example, if you're eating, for example, a chicken and rice, right? And if you're starting the diet and you want to get into cutting, you obviously have to start tracking stuff and be more accurate with stuff. So for example, say you're going to be eating, a random person's going to be eating 1 cup of rice. Maybe if you want to start cutting, just to bring those carbs down a little bit, you can have half a cup of rice. Obviously, you want to increase that protein just so it can help you with your cutting. And you want to always have that protein high because that's what builds muscles. But that's a different topic to get on. But like I said, instead of having maybe 1 cup of rice, you can have half a cup of rice. And that can help to bring the carbs down. Or what you can do is have 1 cup of rice, but you're going to have to track it. And that's when tracking comes really into play, because tracking is really important when you're cutting, because you always want to have everything on point with cutting, because maybe sometimes on bulking you can eyeball things here and there and you can still get away with it, but with cutting, maybe having a cheat day, and too much cheat days will really set you back on your goals and stuff. So that's why when tracking while cutting is really important, because you're always on track, you always know what you're going to be eating, you always know what you're going to be putting in your body, and you always know the amount. So that's why tracking is important. What most people do is they don't track for cutting, which is a big mistake. So just a simple tip, if you're cutting, start tracking it. It's not that hard, guys. You can just use MyFitnessPal. For example, there's a chocolate bar, right? There's a barcode on most foods. Take that, take your MyFitnessPal, just scan it and just put it in there. And then it's going to tell you all your carbs, all your fats, all your protein that you're going to be eating. And it's going to give you the amount that you should be eating. You can always customize it yourself to your preferences and stuff, but it can do it for you. It's really simple. People make it really hard to track, but it's actually pretty simple. Now that's a different thing to talk about, but what I was talking about is, instead of having 1 cup of rice, you can have half a cup of rice. These are just simple things. You don't have to just starve yourself and not eat anything just because you're cutting. You can just bring down the portion that you're eating a little bit just to help you hit those calories. Instead of having high calories, you can have a little bit low calories, obviously, because you're cutting. So that's another simple tip that you guys should be doing and stuff. And what most people think is, for cutting is, I can never have a cheat meal. Yeah, you can still have a cheat meal, just slow down on it. Obviously, if you're your first time starting cutting, or your first time going on a diet for a cut, obviously you want to take it. For example, if you're just a regular person that just got into fitness and wants to start cutting, wants to lose some weight, right? For example, you're going out maybe 4 times a week, right, to fast food. Maybe you start bringing it down to 3 times a week, and then maybe have it down twice a week, and then once a week, and then by the time you get there, slowly progress, you're not even gonna be wanting any more fast food. Obviously, yeah, every now and then, maybe once or twice a month, you want to go out, eat some food just to refeed your body. Obviously, we're still human, just because we're cutting. There's professionals out there you guys can see if you guys watch bodybuilding and stuff. There's still professionals out there that still have cheat meals because they need those meals to refeed themselves. Yeah, we wanna hit our goals and stuff, but we're still humans, guys. We're not gonna just stop eating junk food, any candy and stuff just because we're cutting. Obviously, we want to hit our goals, but we can just have a cheat day here and there. It's not too much. And that's why cheat days come in play, because once you refeed your body, yeah, it sets you back for a day, but you can still get it in track. So, for example, you have a cheat day on a Sunday, Monday you gotta get back on track. Just if you had a cheat day on Sunday, doesn't mean right now your whole week is done. Now you have to start cheating and start over the next Monday. No, you can start over the next day, which is Monday, and just go back on your diet, and that will just be everything will be good. So that's another thing. What people think is, I can never have what's called cheat meal. No, that's not the point. You can still have a cheat meal, just not have it every week, or you don't have to have it every single time. Maybe some weeks have it, some weeks don't. Just every now and then, maybe when your body really needs a refeed, then go have it. But even if you go still track that thing, maybe you go to McDonald's, you go to Harvey's, whatever, you have a burger, just put that in your MyFitnessPal so you know what you're eating. And obviously on a refeed day, say for example someone's on a 250 carbs, for cutting, or 200 carbs for cutting. Maybe you want to increase your carbs just because you're refeeding. So obviously if you're going to be going out, your carbs are going to be a lot. So maybe you want to increase your carbs to like 350 or 320, somewhere around there, just because obviously if you're going to be going out, there's going to be lots of fats and carbs and fast foods, so obviously you want to increase it. But you still want to track it because you want to get back home, maybe have like chill for a little bit, maybe 2-3 hours, and have chicken and rice. Just because you're having a refeed day doesn't mean your whole day has to be all fast food. Yeah, you can have a meal here and there, but doesn't mean your whole day has to be ruined just because it's a refeed day. Those are just simple things that what I didn't really know when I started first cutting. I thought when I heard the word cutting, when I first got into fitness, it's basically starving yourself. And that's what people think. And that's not really the case, like I told you guys. It's just eating the smaller portions. Another mistake that people make, guys, is when people think, oh, right now, so for example, like I'm in school, I go to school 8 in the morning and come back at 2. Say, for example, someone misses lunch at 12, right? That's when you have lunch. And if they think is, or what I thought, this was what I thought too. For example, if I missed lunch, right? Lunch maybe from like an hour and a half, right? Lunch. What I thought is, oh, I missed that meal. Say, for example, with that day I didn't bring food, so I just missed that meal. What I thought is, oh, just because I missed this meal, I can go back home, and if there was like McDonald's, pizza or whatever there was at home, the fast food, I would just eat it. Because what I thought is, oh, just because I missed the meal at 12 o'clock, I can just basically replace it with a fast food meal. No, you can just replace it with a simple protein shake. You can replace it with a protein bar. Things are just healthy for you that you don't have to have, like, for example, a meal. You can just have a quick snack. And that's why our protein shake comes in play. Say for something you don't, you missed your, like, you didn't bring your food, or you just don't have food or anything. You just throw a protein shake in there, get that nice protein, decent fats, barely any fats, and just low carbs too, right? That's another thing for what's called, that's why when supplements come into play, but that's a different thing like I want to talk about. Now we're going to get into bulking, guys. And what people think is, for me, when I started working out, I was a skinny guy and I gained some muscle. So I wasn't overweight, I didn't go down, I was just really skinny, and I just got, my goal was to gain size. And what I thought was bulking was, because I was introduced to cutting and bulking just when I took fitness class, because they gave me that. And they didn't tell me an example. I just thought, like, because cutting, I just like thought of it, oh, just dropping weight, and then bulking, just gaining weight. But the thing is with bulking, guys, what I thought is, oh, just have a lot of cheat meals, right? Because obviously it's simple. Everybody knows if you go to McDonald's every day or every other day, right? It's a lot of calories. You're gonna gain weight. Yeah, you're gonna gain weight, but most of that weight is gonna be all fat. So instead of having maybe a cup and a half of rice, or just 1 cup and then like 5 to 7 ounces of chicken, which is really good fat, really good protein, and really good carbs. Instead, you can just go out to McDonald's and have two junior chickens, and it'll go the same calories as that chicken and rice food, the meal. And that's bad, because what I thought is, oh, just was going out and having a lot of calories, yeah, that would make me gain weight, but most of it was fat. But that's what I thought is, oh, just go out maybe 3 to 5 times a week and just have McDonald's and have really fast food all the time, because that would make me gain weight. Yeah, it didn't make me gain weight, but I gained a lot of fat with that. So that's why I went on a cutting diet, and then that's what happened with that when I thought was cutting. Or I basically starved myself the whole day, and then whenever I would see something that was like junk food or whatever, I would just eat it because I was really hungry. And another thing with bulking, guys, is what people think is, oh, like I told you guys, instead of going out to McDonald's and stuff, you can have just like a simple example, like I said, with the chicken and rice. Maybe if someone's cutting, you're gonna have half cup of rice, and then maybe if you want to bulk, instead of going out and buying food or like fast food, you would have one cup of rice or 1 cup and a half of rice, right? And then maybe increase your protein obviously more, maybe 5 to 7 ounces of chicken, steak, whatever you're having, right? But that's just simple. That was just a simple thing that I'm just talking about. Obviously, there's more foods for bulking stuff. You can increase your carbs. Obviously, your carbs are going to be a lot higher. Your calories are going to be way higher than your cutting. But these are just simple things, right? My point is, instead of going out and spending all that money on McDonald's, maybe spending like 2 chicken fries and a drink, maybe that's like $5-10, right? Instead of spending that $5-10, you can go and spend it more on rice. You can spend it more on chicken, more eggs, just healthy foods that are basically the same calories as those, but you're spending way more money on that, and you're getting way more fat from the fast food instead of spending on good quality food. This was just a simple video, guys, I just want to talk about, because these were the things that I did when I first got into fitness. And I know most people that are really hard to go on a diet. Right now I'm on a cutting diet, and it's really hard for me. Obviously, I've learned a lot. I know it's not just starving myself, I'm just having smaller portions, and I'm tracking everything. So it's been pretty good. I started at 165, right now I'm at about 159, 158. I haven't weighed myself in today, so my goal is 150. The only reason I'm doing this cut is just because I want to get lean, because I've hit my goals when I was bulking. So right now I just want to go on a lean cut diet. I just want to get lean. I want to see what happens. I think at 150 I should be pretty lean. Maybe I might drop 5 pounds from there. Maybe go to 145. See what happens. I don't want to get really small. Don't want to lose too much weight. So yeah, I think 150 should be pretty good enough for me. If that's not, I might go to 145, right? But I don't think I'll go anything less than 145 or even 150. But this is a different video, guys, I want to do because these are the things that I didn't really know when I first got into fitness, and I didn't really. Most people don't know if they first time starting a diet or first time just working out. If you guys like this video, make sure to drop a like. Let's see if we can hit 20 likes. If you guys like these videos, let me know in the comments. Maybe I can do more of them, talk about more foods that you can, instead of spending on fast food, you can probably do. Maybe I'll go to like the mall or something, go to the grocery store, tell you guys foods on cutting, healthy foods, maybe some bulking foods. Obviously, I'm still learning, right? Like I told you guys in the beginning of the video, I'm not a professional. These are just the things that I just know over my the past 2 years that I've been working out. And I've learned a lot. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I've learned from those mistakes. So yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to drop a like. Comment and subscribe. Till next time, see you guys.